Gratitude. That is a word that we use quite often. But how often are we actually grateful? Hey there, fellow citizens of the internet. My name is Moses, and you are watching this on my YouTube channel. And I just want to talk to you about being grateful, gratefulness, gratitude, which is a topic that I'm not really that good at. Uh, it's not even a topic. It's something that I'm not necessarily that good at, and I am making this video because of that, right? Because I've noticed that once in a while, when I am actually grateful, something happens. I don't have the words for it yet. And then a good example would be, I think it's about 3 years ago. Let me take a sip here real quick. About 3 years ago, I was in Los Angeles, and I was relatively new to the city, big opportunities. Uh, no family around, no real friends around, no job, no place to stay. Um, but I did have two good friends from college, and they had allowed me to crash with them for a couple of weeks. But there was a time period there, about 2.5 weeks or a week and a half, weeks, where I was sleeping in my car, and there was this one evening where I was in the back of my car, and I'm about to go to sleep, and just this overwhelming sense of gratitude came onto me. And I was like, wow, I'm grateful to have a car to sleep in, right? And for some reason, that moment pretty much never escapes me. Why? I don't know. I have multiple other moments like that where I am all of a sudden, I am overcome with a sense of gratitude that just comes out of nowhere, and that is one of the examples. So when this sense of gratitude comes to me, I'm really reminded a lot of how often I am not grateful of the things that I do, the things that I have, the people in my life. The one of the things that I'm really grateful for example, is my temperament. Right, I have a very mild, very calm, very chill demeanor. Right, for my energy to be in order for me to be ramped up, or angry, for example, it takes a lot, right? And that is, I never worked at that, right? It's not something that I worked at. It's not something that I can take credit for. It's just something that I'm grateful for because it's there. It's my temperament. I didn't ask for it. I'm grateful for it. Right? So there is a lot of these kinds of things that are often way outside of my control that I once in a while happen to acknowledge and be grateful for. Having the camera to be recording, and having the means to publish, right, this video that you are currently watching. So it's like all these little things that once in a while I take the time to be grateful, for. Yeah, and the power of acknowledging the power of that gratitude. Right. For some, it might come across as um, that acknowledging that gratefulness takes away from their accomplishments. Right. So if I attribute, let's say, all the fights that I've avoided, or all the physical confrontations and verbal confrontations that I've avoided because of my demeanor, being grateful for my temperament, feels like it's robbing away from my ability to actually control the situation and decide to not engage in a physical or verbal confrontation. Not really, right? Aside from my temperament, I can still engage in a physical and verbal confrontation. Uh, but I can be grateful at the fact that it comes with relative ease to just be like, ah, right? So don't, you might feel as though, and this is not an advice, I'm in no position to give any advice at all, but you might often find yourself maybe not being grateful because you're afraid that the gratitude might take away from the efforts that you have put in. But in my experience, and this is my own and personal experience only, uh, there's some liberty that comes with I don't want to use empowerment just to throw it around, but it is empowering to be grateful. But when you become grateful, the times that you are grateful also matter, right? So if you're grateful, if right now, if I'm grateful because I can make this relatively tasty coffee, uh, those are easy things to be grateful for, right? When I remember the time that I was grateful for being homeless in my car, it's a little bit of a it's a bit of a tougher situation to be grateful for, but a situation to be grateful nonetheless, right? So it's when things are tough, whatever tough is by your own definition, uh, is when gratitude really counts the most. So to not sound all preachy because well I'm 27 and I don't really 28 jeepers 28 and a half and I don't really know much about life yet, so this is not supposed to come across as some sort of an exemplary or something to follow or it's in a sense it's a video. I'm making this video because I would have liked to watch a video like this, someone talking about the power of being grateful, and I'm not often that grateful, right? So I'm essentially preaching to myself, saying something that I would like to hear more often told to me. So perhaps there is an individual on the other side of this screen that wants or needs to be reminded of the power of gratitude. And maybe that is you, maybe that is not. If it is you, well, here is your coffee reminder to look around you, look in the past, perhaps present, maybe even in the future, as far as you can do that, and think about the things that you can be grateful for. Anyways, my name is Moses. Thank you for watching this video, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace.